Good evening, racing fans, and welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer Open League. We're playing Spoiler Keith Sanity today, and we're featuring two teams in the Gans Tower Division. On the left, we have Oops, All Foxes, with Zaruvyen at the helm, and on the right, we have Ninja Pirate Overdrive with LucienGreeth at the helm. My name is Zeke Highwind, and joining me in the commentary booth today is Ricky of Kokiri.
Hello, hello, hello. Looking forward to this race.
Also joining us here as our tracker is Aku Haish, and I think we're going to have a good race here today, Ricky.
Heck yeah. I didn't catch if you mentioned the pilots. Zaruvyen is being piloted by Chloe Prower, but I don't know who is piloting LucienGreeth.
I believe it's Captain 1977.
Cool. Alright, awesome. So yeah, looking forward to this. See how this goes. And we've started. Awesome.
Alright. Well...
Wow.
Okay then!
Immediate divergence with, good stuff. So we have the Mirror and Sanctuary and the Flute in Link's house.
I do think the one benefit here is that the flute in Link's house means that Lucien will be able to activate it on his first trip to Kakariko.
Yes. Tree pole 1 is just hearts.
As a reminder, Chloe and Captain are not seen on this stream. They are helping these two runners out because they have a spoiler log. And they get to tell us what's here, such as that sword that we just picked up there.
Got a sword and a key in Blind's hut. Also, because the pilots have the spoiler log, our runners are not going to do a map check. So our tracker has the spoiler log to put in the pendant crystal information. So we apparently have red crystals at Eastern Palace and Swamp Palace. And the pendants are Thieves Town, Meyer, and Green Pennant Tower of Herrick, and everything else is crystals.
And that is a beautiful color for our blue mail on that dragon.
Pure white. Or gray. I can't tell on my screen.
And we are buying some bombs, and Lucien's going into Lost Woods.
Answering a question in chat, no, text parsers are not allowed to analyze the spoiler log. It has to all be done manually.
It's more fun that way. A lot more hectic and... It gives you a lot of pressure on the pilot.
So there was a heart container in the back of the tavern. Zaru gets the chicken throw. And a moon pearl.
Not a bad start.
Zaru grabs that flute and immediately saves and quits to go back to Kakariko.
Yeah. Like I said, the one downside to that start was the flute was where it was. But in the opener, a lot of teams have a set opener they like to do, and sometimes that happens.
Noticed Lucien bombed open the back of Blind's hut, but his pilot must have told him, no, don't go back there, because he bailed on that.
Muscle memory is hard to get over in a pilot
Oh,
run.
No kidding.
And we have a question in chat on what music we're listening to here. Knowing what I do about the audio, I believe this is Zaru's audio at the moment, because I believe this is the Super Nintendo RPG medley. Alright, we're going towards Saha's closet now. As Lucien is picking up the pieces left from Kakariko. Did get a 300 somewhere, so that's an advantage to have found. And Octorox dropped full magic refill. Useful information.
Back of Saha's closet has the fire rod, and a heart container, and a compass for good measure.
Fire rods are useful. Where are we going now? Well,
this looks like a Hera play. Well, I mean, it could be also just East Death Mountain play.
Hera play with no way up to the top could be something in the first floor, but I expect East Death Mountain here.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth knowing that, yes, the spoiler log is available. No, I'm not reading it.
Yeah, neither of us have looked at the spoiler log. Actually, not even... Yeah.
I don't plan on looking at it.
No.
It's also worth knowing that the spoiler log has told us medallion information, and that is Ether Medallion for both dungeons.
Oh, no. Oh, well, we're inside. What have we got in here? Well, that's just a compass. Storm, get out of the way.
That could have been a miscommunication as well.
I'm thinking that was more of a, okay, which one's the compass chest? Which one's the map? And then the flute, I think, was also a mistake. Whoops. No, don't get question.
Sky
And-
cabbages.
I hate them so much. No. Oh.
Meanwhile, it's a little dark here on Lucien's screen.
Yeah, where are they right now? I didn't even notice. Oh, so they did. Okay, old man rescue. Okay.
Don't you wish you could walk through a dead rock like the old man?
No kidding. Though, I mean, they are. Oh, wow, Sky Cabbages got both runners today. Dang. Okay.
It's raining cabbages up there.
Oh, we're going to Hyrule Castle on Zaru's side. And it looks like Lucien's heading over to Saha to get that fire rod.
Hey, we can swim.
Yeah, got the flippers. And, looks like we're heading to Dark Cross now.
I think we have something in the back of Escape.
Oh, right, so without a glove, this is... Oh, that's right, he stole the key, too. Okay.
And now, we're back in the darkness.
Right. Though this is in logic with the fire rod, because there are torches in every room of Escape.
But also, we have a sword.
Yes.
Swords are just as good as light sources, right?
Yeah, if you know the layout of the room. And you're not getting, beaten up by rats and snakes and bats.
Don't worry, we're past the bats
There
and
we
snakes.
go.
Past the snakes. Now we're just in the rats. And this room's nice because we can see what we're doing. So, now for my favorite, the key rat, but it's in the dark.
Not anymore. Nice fire. Okay, so is there a glove in the back of Escape? Why did we have to come the long way? What we got? Not that chest. There. Oh, God.
Nice map to Hyrule Castle. In Hyrule Castle.
That's a nasty spot for the glove. I'm just
It
gonna say
is.
that. But that is Dark Road access now.
And I think we're going directly into South Dark World now.
But it looks like Team Ninja Pirate Overdrive had the same issue of Hera.
Map versus compass. It's hard to remember. For
Yeah.
those who don't know, map chest is the lobby, while compass chest is on the same floor as the big chest.
Yeah.
We're going in Spiral Cave. And Hype Cave.
Bear in mind, though, that tells us there's something, at least in the middle of Pendant Hera, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Hype Cave has bombs, arrows, rupee, and... there's the bow.
Not a bad Hype Cave to find. Especially the arrows are especially nice because we've been avoiding so many chests.
Yeah.
We could use those.
Yeah, nice resources. Ooh, a bottle of a fairy in Spiral Cave on Lucien's side. And looks like we're getting something off Lake Hylia Island. That it? Ooh!
I'd grab that too.
Definitely. Okay, bottom of Paradox Cave has a heart container and a heart piece.
Useful. Extra health is always nice, especially if you're not as comfortable in a low percent scenario, because we will avoid a lot of stuff if it's not directly in our path.
Yeah, totally. Well, looks like we're paying a visit to the camper.
The man under the bridge. He looks comfy there, doesn't he?
Small key of Castle Tower in Paradox. Oh, there's Ether. And
Oh,
small key of
there's-
Hyrule Castle.
We're logically required to get that before doing the trip to
Right.
fun.
Okay, so camper at Ether and Hyrule Castle and Castle Tower keys in Paradox. Oh, and the book in Paradox as well.
Yeah, we had a book
I'm
there.
nervous. I'm nervous about that Castle Tower key. I'm hoping that was just opening all the chest situation.
No, I'm okay with the first Castle Tower key. It's the second one I worry about.
Zaru flew into the desert to pay Agina a visit. Does not have the book, so they can't go into Desert Palace.
Wonder what Agina has for us.
Another key to Pod. Okay. Cool.
3 keys to that makes you raise some eyebrows a little. That's where you start wondering, what's in the back of Pod that we want?
Right. Oh, looks like Lucien's gonna continue into the Hyrule Castle dungeon area. While Zaru is heading up to Pod.
Not having a big key feels slightly bad because
Yeah.
we still like to try and avoid double dipping dungeons if we can help it.
Yeah, totally, totally. Why is Lucien coming down here that Zaru did not get? Oh, it's a small key of...
Oh, no. No.
Why do we have both Castle Tower keys?
I don't like that. Meanwhile, we've paid the monkey to get us into the dungeon.
But you don't need both Castle Tower keys. We have... I mean, unless there's something on Lumberjack. Because we have Dark World access. What's here? That's... Okay, well... Okay, Lucien making his way to the back of Escape to get
Going for his
their
glove.
Wow, Zaru gets a heart container in the first chest of Pod.
With a mirror, pretty quick safety.
Yes.
Very nice to have.
What's in this chest?
Please, no!
Okay, this is the big key chest of Pod that, you know, nobody wants to have to open in a key sanity. Why do we need that? We don't want the Tower of Hera small key. Ooh, we want bombos, that's nice.
We like the swirly coin. Is there something... There must be something bow-locked here, too.
Seems like it, yes. Lucien continuing to the back of escape, almost getting the glove. That is not the chest. Ice rod.
Well, that's a nice spot for that. So, Ricky, whether it be muscle memory or not, we've opened all of the front of pods so far.
Right. Yeah, we're still doing it. See what's back here. Got a bottle. And... oh. Okay. Okay.
This looks like a intent to hammer yump, but you gotta reset the collapsing bridge by going down the stairs.
Ah! There you go. That's right, that's what... yeah, okay. It's one of those quadrant things. Collapsing bridge annoys me.
Yeah. The collapsing bridge and harmless hellway are on the same super tile, so the only way to reset is to leave the super tile, and the only ways to do that are to either go south from hellway, or go down the stairs, or technically open the key door, but we don't want to do that.
Well, we don't have the key anyway. Desert Palace small key! Why did we... oh, no.
We're getting... this is a fun siege.
Can we stop getting all the small keys that, you know, signal impending doom?
We're being keyed in on the doom here.
Oh my god. Lucien gets a small key of Skull Woods from Stumpy.
The first one of those is actually kind of nice to have.
Yeah.
So, we have 6 hearts, a fire rod, and a fighter's sword.
It's a blue bell, so I mean...
but we're going this way.
yeah.
The worst part of not having the boots or the mitts going this way is that row of bushes right there.
Yes. Alright. Do we have a visit to Pendant Thieves Town on our route? Ooh, it's a lamp.
Definitely nice to have, because it's right there and relatively free, and by free I mean 30 rupees. As a comment in chat says, this is looking like a Keysanity mess.
Did we need
That's a Skullwoods
big key of Skullwoods?
I'm going to imagine so.
Oh my god.
Because we're going straight up there now.
It's all the keys we don't want to see.
I don't know. Twitch chat probably wants to see them.
Alright. Well, let's see what's in Skullwoods. Lucien arriving in Village of Outcasts, also about to go get that lamp.
Map chest, safety heart.
Ooh, Secret Evermore music. Nice. I didn't know that was in this pack.
The SNES RPG medley pack is a lot of fun.
Why'd you...
What? Are you going to be okay, Ricky?
I don't like any of these keys! Like, the past, 6 key pickups have been, we shouldn't need those!
Mothula. We like Mothula, right?
No. What? Well, I mean, okay, no. This is a crystal. Never mind. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're fine.
So, whatever's in Tower of Hera big chest, you have to get Skullwood's big key to get it. That's kind of terrible.
Yeah. Oh.
Wallmasters. Getting a little grabby today.
Little about Zaru's health at this point, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, well, Lucien drops into the front of Skullwoods to get a small key of pod. Okay.
An extra pod key's not a bad thing, because
No.
we did have to
Well,
get stuff out of the back, so...
Yeah, and actually, Zaru doesn't have any small keys of pod at the moment, so he can't
He's
get
going
to the boss.
I have a
This
feeling
time.
Zaru's going to go get the boss and then go get those.
Yeah, I'm just not sure why we
Four
didn't do
and a
that
half.
first.
Because he has no small key. Dropping in there would put him in a soft lock.
Oh, right. Lucien picked up the small keys. Zaru did not. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. All right, Fighter Sword Mothula. Here we go. And Fire Rock. Mothula's not playing nice today.
Never
Get
does.
out of the corner. Get out of the corner.
You've been a good moth. You don't have to be in the corner. It is not timeout.
I mean, Zaru's doing a fantastic job dodging damage.
So's Moth, though.
Yes, so is Moth. And of course, as soon as I said that...
Oh!
Okay, I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah. One of the worst fights in the game to do low percent.
Always has been.
And it's not even because of Moth, it's that stupid conveyor belt and the spikes.
I have long said that the real boss of this dungeon is the conveyor belt with a spike floor.
Is going for the big key chest of Skullwoods. We did not see Zaru get this chest.
Going in with a little more hearts this time. A little
It's
more
small
hearts, a
key
little
of
less magic.
Ice Palace.
One of those is nice for routing too. And we have a hammer equipped this time on Zaru's screen.
Yeah, time for hammer strats.
Because your hammer will do twice the damage of your fighter sword spins.
It helps keep Mothula low. There we go.
And in 25 minutes, we have our first crystal. With the way the keys have been going this seat's
Yeah.
not great for crystal gathering yet.
No, it is not. Lucien going into Skullwoods. The back of Skullwoods only has one heart to their name, though. Trying to collect some more. That is a vanilla behavior, so I don't think it's going to be fixed. It's just how Mothula is.
And that's an interesting time to see not get picked up by Oops All Foxes.
What did Lucien just pick up? Sorry.
The bridge chest was a Thieves Town big key.
I mean, Thieves Town is a pendant, so that would be
Yes.
another thing we don't want to need.
Yes, but if it is important, that's a big item to not have right now.
Yeah, totally. Alright, so Zaru getting their pod key and big key of Desert Palace, and saving and quitting.
Not much you can do out of there other than save and
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to go into Pinball Room and dance with the mummies for the rest of the game. And that was a nice splash damage on those Gibdos.
Yeah. Remind me, where did Zaru find half magic?
Hylia Island.
Oh, okay. Lucien hasn't gone there yet.
He went for the Skullwood small key and save and quit off Stumpy instead.
Yeah.
And as any accomplished spoiler runner will ask here, where are the boots? Is Moth gonna play any more nice for Lucien than he did for Zaru?
Oh.
No.
No.
Who are we kidding?
Does he ever?
Oh,
Careful, Lucien.
Lucien's been the one forced in a corner there.
Yeah, gonna see another death. Yep,
Oh,
that's 2 for 2 for Mothula.
Does have the fairy.
Oh, but has a fairy. Okay,
We picked up that fairy out Spiral Cave.
that's right.
I forgot about the fairy.
I 100% forgot about that fairy.
So that actually is beneficial for Lucien here, because a little more wiggle room on this fight.
Mothula was doing their victory dance, and all of a sudden Lucien got back up.
How does a Mothula do a victory dance?
I don't know. Look what he's doing right now.
This just looks like normal Mothula behavior. What? Did he just go from the left side of the screen to the right side in like one flap?
There we go. Alright, what's in the big chest of Hera?
What you don't want.
Oh.
Reminder. Pendant.
The hook shot.
And we have a basement seed.
Oh my. So I'm sorry. So just to be clear, we had a hard required pendant Hera, at least going in there without being able to do Hera pot, and we have something in the tire room basement
Of Pendant Hera.
Okay.
And people say that spoiler seeds don't roll worse than normal. Anyone who says otherwise, we need to present this seed to them.
Boy. And the bits!
Why are those there?
The hookshot and the bits?
What a seed! Let's go see what's on East Death Mountain that Zaru wants here.
Alright. Got dead rocked. There's a small key sitting on the floating island.
There's a big key in the hands of the lazy kid.
Oh, what big key was it?
Eastern.
Okay.
We're going into Thieves, so we might see what was behind that Thieves big that Ninja Pirate Overdrive wants.
Alright, Zaruvyen opening Turtle Rock. Can't do anything with it though without Samaria, but might as well open it while you're there. And Lucien is exploring Pendant Thieves Town. Hookshot Cave has the big key of Turtle Rock.
Under the front door, of course.
Oh, and it looks like we're not getting that small key off the floating island. Okay.
And it looks like we're getting that fairy pickup from Zaru now.
There is a mushroom in the front of Thieves Town. And welcome, Raiders.
Well, yes, welcome, welcome. We have a seed. This has been a seed already.
Yeah, you just missed Tower of Hera, Pendant Tower of Hera, having the hookshot in the big chest and mitts in the tile room basement.
And what did we want from Paradox Cave?
And the small key of Castle Tower in there, still outstanding for Zaru's side.
Yes, I'm just more worried about the fact that if they pick up the second Tower of Hera key, or second Castle Tower key behind the Hyrule Castle Small that's here.
Right. Well, I don't think this would be Zaru's first Castle Tower key. Lucien has both, but Zaru currently has 0.
That's because the other one for Zaru is behind the Hyrule Castle Small.
Oh, right, you're right. It is. That's right. It's because it's downstairs. Yeah, there we go. There's both those keys, and then the book, or no book. Okay. Bug catching net in the attic of Thieves Town.
I know some players who'd call that go mode. Oh no.
So the trip to Spike Cave.
I think we're going to Spike Cave.
We're definitely going to Spike Cave.
So 8 hearts and a fairy. Is that enough?
It should be with the hookshot.
Okay, yeah, I think we have plenty.
Yeah, I've got plenty. What's in here? Alright, so
Okay.
in Blind Cell of Thieves Town was a small key of Pod, and on Spike Cave it was a small key of Turtle Rock.
And we are going to go see Blind.
And Zaru gets that big key of Eastern Palace off of the sick kid.
Oh, and we're off script a bit. And we are going to Eastern Palace for Zaruvyen. Which, knowing this MSU, we're about to have some excellent music here.
Yeah, so I'm not entirely certain that trip to Thieves Town was worth it. You got an extra pod key and a shield.
About the only thing I can think at the moment is perhaps we have a case where Ninja Powered Overdrive is, I know, as a team fresh out of Minotaur, maybe they aren't as comfortable with some key sanity tricks like Hammering Up, and they want the extra keys to be able to go through Dark Maze.
That's very fair, yeah.
So, and that's just knowing your weaknesses and planning around them.
Yeah, there is also the possibility, as chat is pointing out, because chat always wants to have.
If we don't admit it to Ricky, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying what chat always wants is what they're talking about right now.
Chat has also pointed out, perhaps that was a case where they misread their spoiler and went for what they thought was a crystal.
Huh.
It would not be the first time in a spoiler log run.
True. In the meantime, Zaru has made it to the back of Easter Palace. Didn't look like they opened up any chests along the way, so I think we're just here for the crystal and nothing else.
There was a heart container and compass chest that I picked up.
Okay.
So, but when there's a heart container literally on the path you're going through...
Yeah.
Nice quick kill from Master Sword!
Oh, okay. Alright, Lucien makes their way to Pod, while Zaru is turning around.
Heading south in her Smith chain, maybe?
Oh, maybe?
I'm trying to think what south from there you might want to pick up at this time. And Smith chain would be fitting, because the Smith is right there, and we just got the mitts.
Yeah. Aga 1 is not required for Dark World, but we have no idea what's on Lumberjack.
And our runners have picked up the keys to get to the second Castle Tower key on the left as well. Because we saw Lucien pick up the Castle Tower small key out of the castle, but Zaru would have to go back to the castle to get it.
Right.
Which isn't too bad, because, well, Castle Tower is right there.
True.
And everyone's favorite check to do without the Pegasus boots.
Of course.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Meanwhile, Lucien's getting his ice rod. And
we're 40 minutes into this scene, and we're still missing a lot of items.
Yeah. We're missing quite a few big keys.
Yeah. That's how bad the scene has been so far.
Actually, Ricky? Item-wise, we're missing a GT big key and a red cane.
Oh, is that really it? That we need? Okay.
And a pod big. Pick and potion. What tricky boss do we have in front of us now?
I mean, I would say go to Desert Palace, especially...
Unless there's an item on the torch that they need.
Fair.
That's a spot for the Cane of Samaria.
Wow.
Now... Oh no. we picked up Kane before coming here. One, that's just good to have Kane, but also that does make me think about that Pendant Misery Mire right there.
He's obviously just doing Desert Palace Crystal. We're not going Independent Mire. See?
Okay, I like the optimism here.
We're fine. Mire does not exist.
That's right. If we keep a smile on our face, it won't exist, right?
Exactly. But we are going all the way to the far right side, so that small key...
We did pick up that key.
Yes. In the meantime, Lucien is making their way through Eastern Palace. Ooh, it's a big key of... Oh. No. Why do we need that Mire Big Key? We do not need that Mire Big Key.
Maybe it's just something in Mire Big Chest. Meanwhile, let's start with land molas. Land molas are nice.
Yeah. We have Fire Rod, half magic. Gonna burn them to a crisp. Have a nice little roast going on here.
Keep in mind, chat, as much as we're getting upset at some of these key locations, we're runners. We understand how terrible this is. We're just having a blast here.
Yeah.
Because we're both sitting here happily going, at least it's not us.
Yes! Ooh, nice one cycle and molas.
And a nice backup green potion. Always nice to have one of those on hand. We got a red potion. I think we do have a vitreous fight.
Oh.
Because I'm a friend
out of the way.
I am a friend of Zaruvyen. He does have concerns about doing Vidian spoiler settings, so that's just him backing up for a vitreous fight.
Lucien finishes off Armos Knights. Almost had the quick kill, but one of those Armos was sneaky. Takes care of it real fast and gets the Master Sword for his troubles, plus the crystal.
Well, Pendant Misery Mire. What do you think? What do you think's in here?
Could be in here. I mean, we need the.
I'm going to be hopeful and say the boots.
Unless the boots were necessary, I don't think you bothered coming into Mire for boots.
Well, you see, it's just a GT Big Key on Ganon's Tower Torch.
Well, that's what I mean. Unless the boots are necessary. The mushroom was already picked up by Lucien. I forget where it was.
In front of Thieves Town.
Front of Thieves Town, that's right. Are we going straight to Vitreous? Okay, no. Small key of Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah, we need one more of those too.
Oh boy.
I forgot to count small keys on our thing. Swamp Small's out in Waffle Isles as well.
Okay, we're going to Vitreous.
Don't worry. This is fine, Ricky.
Oh no.
As was said yesterday, the best description of spoiler is, hi, we're playing Link to the Past, we know where everything is, and we hate deceit.
Hmm?
I'm hoping to see a Swamp Small here, to be honest.
Swamp Small, TR Small, GT Big.
No, Swamp Small is most hopeful because that tell us where they're going next.
Fair. Oh, we still need Pod Big, too.
And Lucien has not gotten that Desert Small out of left side pod.
Interesting. Did they have enough keys? I thought they had enough keys to go there.
Maybe they are short one key to go there and get Helma, but that's something you route in later. But we know that we got some bomb strats on Vitreous here. Be careful, Ruby. You are in one hit mode.
You have a red potion. Use it.
Thank you.
Go.
I panicked when it froze on me a second in that quick swap.
Oh. Alright, what do we got? Small key of Turtle Rock. And skipping the pendant.
We're going... Are we going directly to Turtle Rock now?
Potentially? There's no reason not to. Unless you want to, put off another mountain climb, which I think is a good strat. Nope, we're doing mountain climb.
Luckily, we can just hookshot over and go up Super Bunny.
Yeah, totally. I wonder where the 4th TR small key is that made Vitreous a better option than going for that 4th one in a different spot.
Lava chest. At the same time, you could make the argument that if you're going to Myro to get the 2nd TR key, you might as well keep going to get the 3rd. But at the same time, having to do a Master Sword Vidi fight with Cape is just, I don't know. The 4th key must be really out of the way. And Lucien's about to go get his hookshot. And what do we have here in Roller Room?
Let's find out. Oh, hi.
Finally.
There those are.
That's not a fun spot for those. But hey, we can run now.
Finally, after 50 minutes.
Ricky, you've played enough spoiler. We are 50 minutes into a pilot spoiler seat.
Yeah.
We are not in go mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, tempered.
We get all the fun toys in Turtle Rock today. We don't want to play with the Chain Chomps today, which anyone who's played with the Chain Chomps knows they hurt.
Yep.
Their bite is a lot worse than their bark. You know, being very careful to avoid that door.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things that could happen is accidentally pressing against that locked door. Lucien gets their big key of Turtle Rock. And a small key of Thieves Town, which shouldn't be necessary at all, just clearing out Hookshot Cave. Skipping the big chest and Mimic Cave on Zaru's side.
Which means we're going to Laser Bridge. Although, who knows, maybe there's a
Well,
pod
not
big key right
necessarily.
here. There could be a pod big key right here.
Nope.
Laser Bridge.
I mean, we could have a required thing on Trinex. Nothing
True.
on Laser Bridge. There'd be like the one nice thing the seed has done if it wants to be nice for once.
So, pod big key on Laser Bridge.
And yep, here we go, Laser Bridge. Whoop.
Takes a little spill.
Big key of. Okay, Zeke. Zeke. We're missing like 3 keys.
Yes.
Why'd you curse that?
It's not a comms curse when they have a spoiler log.
But you're not looking at the spoiler log.
I'm not, but they are. So, Trinex.
Trinex should be just fine with this equipment layout. Temper
This is-
Sword is awesome. No, not the ice. Oh, that's fine.
Actually, a really easy patch of ice to avoid for the rest of this fight now.
Yeah, that is. It's a very clean patch right there. Nice and straight.
We're getting comments of how much people would hate to have this seed, do a seed without a spoiler log. What about you?
That's the comment everybody makes on every spoiler log seed ever. Oh, what is that? Ice House Big Key, okay.
I mean, I won't complain about having it. But also, you can't avoid that. Ninja Powered Overdrive realizing they need to go get the Desert Small out of
Oh,
Pod Dark Maze.
ouch.
Oh no. Oh no.
Where are we? Oh,
We're
no.
getting the Castle Tower key.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
This seed gets better and better the longer it goes on.
Oh, no. Could be. So it has to be for Lumberjack Ledge then, which would have to be the Swamp Small Key, or what else could it be?
GT Big Key.
Oh, the GT Big Key, yeah.
But given we're doing it now rather than later, I think we're getting a Swamp Small here.
I mean, to be fair, when's a good time to do this? I mean, Oops All Foxes did a good strategy of waiting till they had boots to come down here. But once you have boots, like, there's no point putting it off no matter what it is. So, small key cast towers right here. They should mirror out right here. And then, yep, there they go.
So, we have
Right
about,
across the-
for the next 5 minutes, we'll be letting them go up a tower. 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how guards decide to play today.
Yep.
At least we have a Tempered Sword to make the combat in here easier. You kill that guard because you can't get a dash off before it hits you. Those guards are fast.
So Lucien making their way to the Buyer Big Key. And Zaru making their way up Castle Tower.
I am dying to know where this fourth key is that forced us to do this Vitreous fight. What about you?
Yeah, that's a question. So while our runners are working through their execution sections, I put the links in the chat. Please follow the runners, Zaruvyen and LucienGreeth, putting on a great show for you today. Follow our tracker, Akuhish, I hope I said that right, and my co-com, Zeke Highwind. And also, don't forget about the pilots. We got Chloe Prower on Zaru's side, and what are the numbers? Captain what? Captain 1977, thank you, Adalor, on Lucien's side. And yes, praise the pilots for having to piece together this mess.
I will also throw the pilot streams in there as well.
Thank you.
Because when it's not Pilot Week, they're also runners. So should follow them too.
Oh yeah, totally. That was one blue ball.
That's two. Thank you, Count Von Count. Now, ideally, we don't get another blue ball here because that would just end it in this phase. But
yeah,
we're gonna get one right here.
There it is. Number 3. Answering a question in chat. No, I don't think it does that. No, the spoiler log does not tell you how many blue balls there would be.
That'd be too much information.
It does tell you how many dig spots for the digging game, but I don't think the blue balls are part of that.
That's 5. That's 6.
6.
Aga. Aga.
Like, stop prolonging the agony, please. Thank you.
The agony.
Okay, Zeke.
So, shall we go pick up our key off of Swamp Palace? Small key on Lumberjack? That sentence came out better in my head.
Alright, are we looking at the Swamp Small key or the GT Big key here?
Probably the Swamp Small. Let's be honest here. Because I do think we would have just picked it up and then flew it up to GT if it was GT Big key.
True. That's the Swamp. Oh, that is awful.
I love it.
Awful.
Yes, it is. Shall we go to Swamp Palace? This leaves us in the question of where. I think that was just a missed flute. But it leaves you the question of where's the big key?
I mean, the big key could be in Swamp, it could be on the Pod Boss, it could be in GT again.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
I mean, back when we were doing Tournament for Pilot Spoiler, I had 4 of them in 6 races in GT. So, it's not a confirmation bias at all, right?
Oh, it's totally confirmation bias.
It could be in Tile Room again.
Question from chat. In a non-spoiler seed, would you do Castle Tower knowing there was a small key on Lumberjack, or would you ignore it? I would absolutely last locate that. 100%.
I would gamble on that being a Meyer small key and just call it a day. So, shall we enjoy some Swamp Palace?
Sure. Ooh, money.
Always nice to have a little bit of potion money if you want it.
Because the thing about that small key on Lumberjack, it could have been Skullwoods. It could be a pod key you don't need. It could be
Misery Meyer.
Meyer key, yeah. It could be GT small keys. There's so many useless small keys in this game, you're not going to chance that.
Like I said, my first thought is that will be a Meyer key and I can just call it a day. On the right side, we know nothing's in the Swamp Palace big chest at the moment.
Right.
Until it is, but we don't want that. It's not here. Are we just going straight to Argus today?
Looks like we are. Ooh, nice.
You picked
Absolutely grab that.
It's literally on the path, so you just pick those.
Finally, the seed did something nice today.
This seed's not being pleasant, is it? I mean, again, we are an hour and 5 minutes in. We're still not in go mode.
I mean, we're pretty dang close. It's just the GT big key. Although we still haven't gone to Ice Palace yet. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if there's nothing in Ice Palace, and you have to do Swamp Palace anyways, it's probably not a bad thing to just save it.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. I'm just commenting on the fact that we're an hour and 5 minutes in, and we still have a whole dungeon outstanding.
Oh no! Lucien took a death to Viddy.
Oh. What? That sucks. That is not.
Well, again? Again, Ricky?
The big key of Swamp Palace on Argus?
Didn't you just have that in your race?
I think that was, yeah.
But...
okay, but we're not going back in, so just useless.
Okay, I was worried for a second when that happened. I could have seen the seed putting the big key GT in that big chest.
Oh, sure, totally. So the mushroom turn-in was just a heart piece. Oh, boy.
We're having fun with this one.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Ninja Pirate Overdrive. This is a rough seed to get.
Uh-huh. This has some fun execution. Fun in several layers of air quotes, mind you. But a fun layer of execution to try to play with. And... this is... like, that Vitreous fight is not easy.
No, it's not. It is not.
No invincibility items. No invincibility items. No... not enough arrows at the moment.
And... yeah, no chance of getting... well, I mean...
Pengators are not playing nice for Zaru.
So technically you could... if I'm not mistaken, they could go to Castle Tower, to get that swamp small to go get the silvers, and that would let them take care of Vitreous quicker. I
But
don't think there's anything blocking
They'd
that.
have to dip Turtle Rock twice to get the boots.
Oh, that's... oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I wasn't sure if we had to do a double dip of TR to make that work. That is awful.
Meanwhile, we're trying to get that 1 pixel in to get the icebreaker, but other than that, it goes super smoothly.
And it looks like they are going to Castle Tower. On Lucien's side.
Alright, this is the ultimate test of muscle memory.
Yep. Okay.
I can't tell if that was muscle memory or not.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was... You know what? Let's grab the protection while it's right in front of us. Okay.
Convenient GT small.
Yes, yes. Again in Ice Palace.
Meanwhile, Ninja Powered Overdrive going up the tower.
You don't need to go north.
And anyone who enjoys, you know, classic Final Fantasy music knows this track.
Ooh, nice cold stare fight. And a small key of Ice Palace.
It's official. We have a Samaria lock right there. So we can go up to Ganon's Tower now.
Yep. We have all 7 crystals at 1 hour 9 minutes 38 seconds. But no, we don't. We have pod. I can't read trackers today.
I forgot we didn't finish pod because we've been in pod like 4 times between the 2 runners.
Yeah, we've had a lot of pod. It's too much pod for one day.
And now chat can call us out on that one, Ricky.
Yeah, they already are. Good grief!
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The other thing about you, not only have we been in pod a dozen times, it feels like, but it's also like an hour 10 minutes. We still don't have all 7 crystals.
In spoiler.
In spoiler, yeah.
Yep. Maybe we'll be lucky and there's just a GT Big Key right here on Helmasaur. Our wishful thinking hasn't worked once today, has it?
I don't think it has worked once. I mean, your wishful thinking for Pod Big Key on Laser Bridge worked. But I don't know if that was wishful, so much as troll.
It's me, what do you expect? And we get to watch LucienGreeth enjoy 6 blue balls of torture.
Right.
And most of them will take the time it takes to get through this cutscene. Because wall opening cutscenes are fun, right?
Of course they are. Nice, gets the sword beam to switch here. Love it. Now sword beams are ruining the hammer. There we go. Get rid of the sword
They always
beams.
do. They always ruin that room.
Lucien doing bug net straps on Aga.
Thank you, Lucien. We appreciate it. Meanwhile, Zaru giving us bombs.
I wonder if that tells you how he feels about the seed.
That's how we feel at the moment. But down goes Aga. Yes, Aga. And Helma.
Together. Alright. Just a heart piece on Hemosar, but that's all 7 crystals for Upsal Foxes at 1 hour, 12 minutes, 45 seconds.
This means we have a GT Big Key. It's in GT. Again. I was very impressed. I thought Lucien got the pixel to land that on the top.
I thought he had it, and the game disagreed. I'm like, what?
That was almost incredible placement.
Yeah.
Because that's not an easy thing to land.
Alright. So, what location in GT is the GT Big Key going to be in today?
I'm gonna, even though I said last time was wrong, I'm still gonna say it this time. I'm going to use the vote of a friend of mine and say it's on the torch.
Alright.
And we missed it. We didn't call it out because I wasn't looking at the screen at the time. I believe we got a Waffle House drive-thru.
I don't know what that is.
We had full spin speed and then went through managed to avoid the cabbages and the dead rocks to go through that rock formation by the hookshot point.
Okay.
Chat is pointing out a very unfortunate thing. It could still be a fetch quest. There is a shovel at large.
Oh, that's true. But I would say that's very unlikely.
I
Right?
also just don't want to wish that on anybody.
I mean, yeah, we're missing the shovel and the powder, but the chances of that are slim.
If it was on the powder, we'd get the mushroom out of Thieves' Town and just fake powder it.
Fair, that's true. Oh, we're going to Hope Room.
Please, just be here in Hope Room. Just be right here.
That's another GT small key.
It's not right there.
Oh, okay. Now we're going left. Oh, there's the cape. Oh, hey, okay, Zaru. Okay, sure.
Thanks, Zaru. How's that cape not on fire?
Good question.
That's how I feel about the seed. Just hookshot onto the skull and fall into the void.
Zaru, you have plenty of time. You're fine.
We don't have boomerang for boomerang strats in these rooms.
Nope. Are we going to random?
Are we going to... We're going to Rando Room. There's no way we're not going to Rando Room.
There we go. There's the bomb. Is that it? Finally. All right. Yeah.
Agree. Thank you, Zaru. And meanwhile, we have the hardest fight of this run. Right here on the right.
Yeah. Vitreous round 2 for Lucien. It's out of arrows.
Which does mean he will have to be doing some spins on phase 2, and that is not easy to do, because that's a lot of spins. I'm not going to say a number because I don't know it off the top of my head anymore.
Dang it, careful.
Lucien is in one-hit territory right now.
Does he have any bottles of potion, or do you use them all?
I don't know. That lightning bolt got very, very close.
Yeah.
Careful. Just play it safe, Lucien.
Yeah.
Zaru could be doing anything on this call. I will be paying full attention to Lucien because this is a tense fight.
I mean, he's...
Boy.
Careful, careful!
Oh, boy.
Okay, you do have a potion. Okay,
potions.
use it. Oh my gosh.
And that's why you use potion, because that just...
Also, just swing the sword to back him up.
It doesn't do it on... Not on Master Sword, it doesn't.
Wait, it doesn't... Wait,
wait,
really?
right.
I haven't
You're
been
right,
here in a long time.
I keep forgetting we're on Master, not Fighter damage.
Oh, yeah, it's just... Come on.
Oh, boy.
Careful. Do you have another potion? Please tell me you have another potion. Oh, thank God. Okay.
So, through. We got the TR small key.
Okay, so that tells me that the fourth TR small key has to be in a horrible spot for a Ninja Pirate Overdrive to try Vitreous again instead of finding it. Oh. That is a hard fight to do.
Okay, Ninja Pirate Overdrive did have one option they could have done.
What's that?
They could have dipped ice.
Dipped ice for what?
The cane.
Oh, the burner. Okay.
And here come the cabbages again for Ninja Pirate Overdrive. And down goes Landmo 2, and we're going into my favorite rooms in Gan's Tower. And we are going up the tower. We're almost there. What was that we just shot at? Zaru! And Lucien picks up his... No. Is that where fourth DR key is going to be? And we're going to open and get our piece of heart out of Moldorm's last gift. And now we're going to go learn from our math professor Aghanim for our geometry lesson. Lucien's giving us a ped pull. What is on pedestal? We're getting a ped pull. As Aga goes down for Oops All Foxes. 5 rupees? Right, and now all that remains for Oops All Foxes is a fight with the Big Pig. Can we get the 1-on-1? No, because Ganon decided to stop there. Ganon, please. Right, and we're in phase 3. We are just a little bit out from Ganon's demise. As Ninja-Powered Overdrive goes up the mountain one more time to go to Turtle Rock. And now we just need 4 bits of silver to finish this pig. And there's a 1. 2, 3, 4.
GG's Oops All Foxes.
Just has to cross this 1x3 bridge. And they will finish up one of the messiest spoiler seeds I have ever had the pleasure of watching. And GG's to Oops All Foxes. Finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 1 second. And LucienGreeth has forfeited following that.
Okay. Audio should be live. Say something, Chloe.
Yep.
And apparently they're saying hello.
I guess. Bye.
So, Amarith, we need that paused. Right, and we'll try and... Unfortunately, my co-commentator has had to leave because this took a lot longer than expected. So, before we welcome them in, I would like to give one last shout to Ricky of Kokiri for joining me in the commentary booth. And we'll see if we can get the 4 team players in here. But until we do, I'd like to give a shout-outs to our runners. Zaruvyen and LucienGreeth, as well as to their pilots Chloe Prower and the Captain 1977. And a big shout-out to Akuheish, our tracker today, for keeping up with this frantic seed, even with a spoiler log that I know Akuheish had hold of to keep up. That's still a mess of a seed to keep track of. And a shout-out to Amarith Alterna, our restreamer today. And welcome to our runners today, Lucien and Zaru, and to Chloe.
Hi.
How you doing?
Well, hello, Zeke.
Hello.
Can I open up by giving a shout-outs to someone in chat?
Sure.
Hey, Orange, would you like to know where the 4th TR small is? Guess what? You guessed it.
Where did he guess it?
He said Swamp Palace. The 4th TR small is in the Swamp Palace big chest. There's no way we're going to pick that up.
So, anyone have any thoughts on this seed?
It was not the best.
I want to know how many air quotes you put around the word seed.
It was
7.
pretty trash. Like, the amount of times I've had to reroute this seed, just like, okay, gloves are terrible, keys are terrible, everything is just terrible.
I can confirm for everyone that the pedestal was a cool 5 rupees.
Man,
In case
That's-
anyone was curious.
specifically that Turtle Rock thing was probably the worst part. Trying to figure out what was better, either killing the boss of Mire or diving Turtle Rock to get your boots, to leave Turtle Rock, to go to Swamp Palace, to do Swamp Palace 1.5 times, and then go back to Turtle Rock, and then you have to come back down anyways because you need to still do Pod.
Yeah, I opted to kill Vitreous. In one of the worst fights against Vitreous I think I've ever had.
Yeah, Ricky and I both felt terrible for having to see you have to go back through that.
Yeah, I always say Misery Meyer finds new and creative ways to hurt me.
It makes you miserable.
Yes, it lives up to this name.
But so one question I have first for Oops All Foxes is was the route to steal the key to get your gloves this was a more effective route than going up mountain the first time? Had you figured out that this was an Agaseed by that point?
I did not know it was an Agaseed when we went into cast. My intention was to just get the glove and skip early Aga. We found out later it was an Agaseed, but it also was a convenient Agaseed that we could just kind of put off because boots were so late.
So, and I have no questions asked, but for either side overall. But so, does either team have any thoughts that they wish to ask about?
This is my first time playing Pilot Spoiler, so don't have the chemistry there yet, but we'll get some practice in, come back on Saturday, and hopefully take game 2. Split it.
So I'll just say this is my 3rd time playing as the piloted runner, and I am definitely a lot more bold than I used to be, because this time last season I wouldn't have even thought twice about going to Vitreous. I would have said, hell no, we're dead.
That Vitreous fight was probably the hardest fight required in this seed.
I mean, it's
Can confirm.
It's not necessarily required. That's the problem. Is you could either do Vitreous or you're double dipping TR. Which is the lesser of two evils?
Vitreous, easily. But yeah,
I don't know. Master Sword Vitreous with no safeties is okay.
Cane of Bernal was accessible.
Yeah, if you want to go to Ice first and lag the heck out of your game.
You did still have to go to Mire regardless because there was a second TR small there. So it's not even like doing all of Mire or doing Swamp. It's doing half of Mire or double dipping TR.
True. Because there was one in Spike Chest, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Spike Chest, Spike Cave, Vitreous, and Swamp Big Chest were the 4 TR keys.
But so Lucien.
Yes.
One question that Ricky I know had was there a miscommunication on the Thieves' Town?
Yes. And it was bad on both our ends. I had marked it as pending already. But we were like, for some reason, we kind of fixated on the Thieves Town Big Key, and by the time I got to bind, I'm like, wait, what? When the pendant dropped, I'm like, oh boy.
So, it's not hard to mix up your pendants and crystals.
Yeah.
I know that I've done it before piloting. I've done it before as the runner. It's one of the hard parts of the spoilers, keeping track of everything.
Yeah,
especially on the fly.
Yeah, we both, because he had called it out to me earlier on the scene. I had it marked. I think we just, for some reason, we were just like, we got caught up, like, because Skullwoods had a treasure trove of big keys. And I guess because just kind of got fixated on that.
So, are there any final thoughts from either of our teams here?
This might be one of the most convoluted back and forth kind of routes I've ever seen, and I'm glad that between my pilot and I, we were able to figure out a way to not have to double dip TR. Of all places to have to double dip. That's probably one of the last ones you want to have to do.
I've been there.
Yeah, I feel like we did a good job minimizing the damage on this seed.
I will say, if it hadn't been for Pod Big Key, the double dip TR would have been fine.
Right, but yeah, we were trying to make sure TR was a one and done. We were trying to make sure that like we didn't have to do Swamp twice. With Hera being requiring both keys, Desert required both keys because you needed to go. If you were going to do the Mire play, you have to go to the right side of Desert, which I guess is a case towards double dipping TR because you did have to go to the right side of Desert. There was too many numbers. Pulling the trigger on the decision was faster than trying to math out everything.
So yeah. Let's give another big shout-out to our teams today. Oops All Foxes winning this race, putting them up to 15 points in the division. Zaruvyen giving us a great show on screen, and Chloe routing us very well. As well as a shout-out to LucienGreeth giving us his best here.
Giving us what we all deserve, the pedestal pole.
Blind pedestal pole.
And to his pilot today, Captain 1977. So, big shouts to them for putting on a show. And, like I said, shouts to Akuhesh, our tracker, and to my co-com today, Rick Kokiri, and to our restreamer, Amerith Alterna. I guess the last question is, what's next for you two? What is game 2?
Well, I get to relax for most of the rest of the week and just play what everyone knows, if they know me, is my favorite mode in Cross Keys, where you'll probably see me next week in what I would say is probably one of the harder games that we'll have for the rest of the season. But that's yet to be seen. As for the rest of my teammates, Chloe's going to pilot Adalor on Saturday, and Lucien, I think you'll be in the pilot seat as well.
Right, Captain and I are just basically role reversing.
Always fun. Hopefully game 2 goes well.
Here's hoping.
But with that, I believe we're about done here. So we will be raiding over to the Zelda 2 Randomizer Weekly. Or, excuse me, we'll be rating Willard J. Bradley doing the Zelda 2 Weekly. And this is Link's Past Randomizer Open League. My name is Zeke Highwind, and have a good night, everybody.